What's up guys, in today's video I want to talk to you about what it is that you can do to get the very most out of your workout when you're in the gym. So let's forget about your nutrition, let's forget about your training program, all the external factors which obviously you need to take care of in order to see results. Let's just focus upon the moment you step onto that gym floor. So one of the most important things which you need to do is to get yourself in the right frame of mind. If you're not mentally focused enough, you're not going to have the best session, and you're almost just going to whiz through it without really thinking about it and without really getting the best results possible. Often before my training session, I go pretty quiet. I don't really talk much. It's like half an hour or an hour beforehand. I get myself or prepare myself to be in this Zen-like meditative state. Okay, it sounds weird, it's quite hard to teach. It's something you need to teach yourself, and it's something which you get better at over time. Some people can easily switch off in a second, some people it takes longer than others, but you need to try your best to zone out and focus on what it is that you need to do. Once you can get yourself into this Zen-like meditative state where you're so focused and in the zone, it's more than likely that the connection you will have with your muscles is going to be much greater. In other words, you will have more control over which muscles are doing the work. If you're stressed out, if you're not concentrating, your body will often go through the path of least resistance. That's exactly what we don't want to do when we're in the gym. Okay, the whole session is basically you having a battle with your other muscles and trying to switch certain ones off and turn on the ones which you're trying to work. Before every set, I will ask myself, right, how can I make this the best set I can possibly make it? How can I switch off those other muscles which are going to try and make it easier for myself? And how can I focus on only using the working muscles which I'm trying to target? And often when I'm trying to focus on this, I am focusing on this so hard that I will almost just close my eyes, or you will see me pulling some of the most ridiculous faces. You'll see my eyes going into the back of my head, some crazy stuff like that. Okay, this is because I'm concentrating that much. If I'm keeping a straight face or I'm pouting, I'm simply not working hard enough, or I'm just going to be posing for the camera. If a specific exercise isn't really working for you, or you cannot feel a specific muscle working, don't just think, oh well, that's it, on to the next exercise, and repeat that week after week after week. And no, you have to try and master it, become obsessed with it. Sometimes I've gone to the gym and I've literally spent half a session, if not the whole session, doing one exercise because I'm so frustrated at the fact that it isn't working for me, when I know the exercise does work if it's executed properly. And even though I've now been training for almost 10 years, it doesn't get easier. It's not like I can walk into the gym and think, oh, I'm just going to cruise through this session. If anything, my ability to concentrate and focus has improved over the years. The mind-muscle connection has improved over the years. And the intensity at which I know I need to train at has increased. But it doesn't get easier. It requires more mental concentration than ever. The reason why I'm making such a big deal of this is because a lot of people get a little bit overly obsessed with the specifics of the nutrition program or the training program itself, okay? What to eat, what not to eat, what you should be training, what you shouldn't be training, but they're not really questioning, which could potentially be their biggest downfall, which is their lack of intensity or concentration at the gym. And I understand it's very hard to train at a level of intensity which you've never trained at before, or to have this level of discipline which you didn't think was possible, or to try and feel a muscle contract and engage which you've never really properly engaged before. It's hard, but it's something you need to teach yourself. It's something which I've had to teach myself over the years, and it has helped with training with other people. But I think back to some of the very best training sessions which I've had, and I try and think, why was that such a good session? And more often than not, it was the state of mind which I was in. It was the level of concentration I had, and the desire I had to really want to make that the very best session it could be. And I try and replicate all of my sessions to be like the best sessions, but it's hard. They're not always going to be that good. But it's the effort of trying to make them the very best session possible, and just getting your mind completely focused, zoned out, and concentrate as much as possible, okay, to try and make it the best session that it could possibly be. So thanks for watching this video, guys. A little bit different, a little bit more about a mindset. Hopefully you've picked up a few things, but just when you're in the gym, when you're training, think, what would Mike do? See you soon.